Let's go to the game winner.
6 seconds left. Tap to the Blazers. Loose ball to Lillard. A three for the win.
Oh, my goodness.
There's that game-winning shot from Damian Lillard, Caleb. How do you feel about Damian Lillard this year? He's been really well. He's played really good, but they have struggled with some injuries. CJ's been out. Nurkic just got hurt. It seems like Terry Stotts has this problem every year with injuries. Buy or sell, does Damian Lillard carry Portland to the playoffs this year?
Purchasing that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to bring him back to the playoffs. It just feels like he's a staple in the playoffs. He's just one of those players where he's always going to be there. They're 10-8. Gary Trent Jr. is stepping up a lot. I know Carmelo is kind of reaching that point where it's a good game here, bad game, good game, bad game. It's kind of like bouncing back and forth. But I think he'll figure it out. He's a veteran. Eventually, he'll find his footing. But I like what they did. I like Terry Stotts a lot. I really do. I understand people don't like him that much, but I really like him. I think he's a good head coach. Yeah, I think they make the playoffs. I'm going to buy that.
This is a tough one for me because when CJ got hurt right after Nurkic got hurt, I felt so bad because CJ was having an all-star year. CJ was playing really, really good. He was playing out of his mind. And
he would have made the all-star game.
I think he would have. But right now, it's just Dame. And one thing I will say, like you said, Gary Trent Jr., he's stepped up big time. He has been the counterpart to Dame right now when Dame needs somebody else. Another guy, can we talk about him? The young Fernie Simons. I thought Fernie Simons has been playing really, really good. And he doesn't get much minutes because of the fact that they have so much talent at the point guard and the guard position in general. But Fernie's played good. And I think this is a huge, huge step for him for the fact that CJ's out. They don't have a good backup point guard. He is their only really backup. And Dame is not going to be able to play 40 minutes a night. Right now, he's averaging 36.3 minutes a night. Now, can you boost that up anymore? Yeah, maybe like a minute or two. But do you want to risk Dame getting injured? Because if Dame gets hurt, you know who's going to be the first to go. It's going to be Terry Stotts. And you just mentioned it. I love Terry Stotts. I think he's a hell of a coach. But right now, if somebody's in that hot seat, if somebody is going to make a change, it's going to be on their coach. Some people may look at it as a roster. And I don't see them trading CJ. Like, do you see them wanting to trade CJ? I don't see that happening because CJ just had an all-star year and he just
I could see them trading away Robert Covington because he's like the one player on that team that has been very bad this year. Like he has
what
not
do you
been
get for
well.
him? He has a 7.29 PER. That's the lowest, the second lowest on the team. And another guy who's been really bad is Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood's averaging 3 points a game. And I know he's played, 16 minutes a game and he's coming off an injury, but his PER is the lowest on the team. He's a 5.24. It's not good, man. Their wing depth is not good. And I don't see what they can even get for either of those guys. That's the problem with Portland is it's kind of like a Milwaukee situation you said. You have guys where you just need to coach them. Like you got to hope and pray that Robert Covington plays better because if not, what are they going to get out of him? What can they get for Robert Covington right now?
Nothing. You just gave up a first-round pick for him. You ain't getting that back. I'd like to see them giving Nazir Little a little bit of a playing time. I think they drafted him, 15th 2 years ago? I'd like to see him kind of get some rotational minutes and just see what you have with him because he can't be any worse than Rodney Hood and freaking Robert Covington. Like, he can't be worse. He can't. There's no way. If he is worse, then congrats, you drafted a bust. But I don't know, man. That team, it needs coached up. And I think Terry Stotts can do it. I think they'll get into the playoffs, but it's just the same thing we say every year. What's their ceiling? Conference finals, maybe. Doubtful. What's second round? It's just, I don't think they're a championship team, but I know they're a playoff team.
Yeah, I think they'll make the playoffs, especially with CJ coming back. Probably not soon, but I think by the time he comes back, Dame will do enough to keep